Hey, Cardinals fans, make sure you subscribe. Now let's get into this video.
So, like, ultimately deciding to head to the NFL, like, were you worried about your draft stock? Like, where you thought you were gonna be drafted?
I thought I was going to go like late first round. I thought I was. San Fran had told me that they would, I wasn't going to be their first round pick, but they was going to try to trade back into the first round and come get me.
Yeah.
And then they ended up going with Eric Reed.
Yeah.
They took Eric Reed. I think he was like pick 18, something like that, 19. So they took E. Reed, and I knew right then and there, like, oh yeah, well, probably not going there.
Right.
But
Right.
I for sure thought I was going to be a second round pick. I think it was like 14, 15 DBs got drafted ahead of me. Something like that. And yeah, I mean, after all that, it was me and Darius Slay, like from that class that ended up, making all pros and Pro Bowls, and I was the third round. I think Slay went like second round that year.
Crazy.
But yeah, I think it was like 14, 15 DBs like got drafted before me. But I didn't care though, because I knew they weren't better than me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So from that, I was just like hoping and praying that I sort of go to a good situation. Like that was like the only thing on my mind. Like I want to go around some good coaches, some good players. And what was better, it was no better spot for me than Arizona, because they had Bruce Arians and Kevin Ross, Nick Rapone, Ty Bowles in my DC, along with Larry and Pat and all those dudes. So I felt like I was in an environment that was safe and like encouraging, So, but yeah, I was glad that I ended up like on that team.
Right. Nah.
Because I don't know how high I would have went.
Don't have a clue.
Especially the first couple of years of my career, right? ACLs. I fucked my first ACL was so bad. I don't even think people thought I was gonna even be half of me. Right. And it's my rookie season.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then the next season, we actually ended up punching a ticket to go to the playoffs, but I broke my thumb, so now I'm playing in the cast.
Yep.
And then my third year, I tear my knee up in a blowout against the Eagles. I want to say we like 13-3. We end up going to the championship game, right? And that was the game that, obviously, Cam Newton, they scored like 45. Luke Kuechly, they were just killing us. But I remember sitting in the owner's suite saying, damn, they missed me. So I say all that to say, like, I sort of had a pass to sort of revert back to self-sabotaging, right? Like, because I felt like that's really what I did at LSU. I sort of self-sabotaged myself, like, and I was like, no way that's happening again. So I was proud of myself that, I was able to sort of go through those injuries and, sort of those life changes and like still somewhat be on track, and not having to revert back to
what you did,
smoking weed and you know what I'm saying? So I was like, that shit meant that I was really proud of myself, like for the way I handled those first 4 years, so.
Nah, fact, bro, you handle well, because a lot of people, you get them that money, man, you could give them $1 million. They ain't never seen that before, man. People go crazy, man. Coming from where we from.
I'm telling you, bro, I was about to tell you, look, bro, I remember the first check I got, I sent it to you.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was like $188,000. I'm like, yo, blood, we rich.
Look, check this out. I remember looking at that.
Yo, blood, we rich. I thought I was rich.
And look at this.
$180,000.
And look at this crazy, bro. That man checks got so big, he stopped sending them.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. That's true.
Huge.
Yeah, bro, somebody would have duct taped me. Somebody would have held me for ransom if they knew how much money I was getting.
Man, bro, come on, man. But we all know how your career went, bro. Like all pros, Pro Bowls, Super Bowls, all decades, like how those college struggles play a part of like your NFL career.
It played a big part. and not too much on the field, but off the field, right? Like I sort of began to realize my influence. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't necessarily realize that at first, because I'm a humble dude. I don't care.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that was different. You know, that was different, I guess. Yeah, it was different.
So look at like after all that, like how did you repair your relationship with LSU? Because I don't know, maybe it's because
I'm like I'm the first dude in history, huh?
Like
that's crazy.
How do you go from being kicked off to having
buildings named after you and shit?
Bro, you might be the only person they could survive in the ring with Mike the Tiger. Shit, it's crazy.
Nah, bro.
But it's great though. It's great.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, bro, my time at LSU, bro, outside of me smoking weed and getting kicked out, bro, it was amazing. Like,
right.
You know, all the relationships I've had, like all that shit was solid.
Yeah,
you know,
it was amazing for me too.
It was just the compliance officers,
right,
that just absolutely had it out for T. You know,
yeah. But
yeah, everybody else, bro, like we had a great relationship. We had great moments together. Yeah, and I feel like I always sort of leaned on them, and they've always sort of supported me. But I got paid in like 2015, 16. And, you know, one of the first things I did, you know, after I bought my biological mom a crib, then I bought my adopted parents' house. Like the next thing for me was I gave LSU like $1 million.
Okay.
Me and Pat P.
That's $2 million.
And so well, that's how he got the weight room named after him.
Yeah.
And then obviously I got the players lounge, you know, named after me.
Right.
But yeah, I just thought that was just like one of those fucking cards in a deck that you just slam on the table.
Yeah,
like,
you gotta pull. Yeah.
Like, people try to stop me from, you know, making that type of money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, shit, 5 years later, here I am. Boom. Right. And here go your check.
Right. What's up?
You know? So that was sort of like a little flex.
Yeah. Nah,
that was a flex because Joe Aleva was still a athletic director. So you know, obviously he played a part too in me getting released or getting fired from LSU, you know. But yeah, I remember pulling up that check and slamming it on the desk like, what's up?
What's up? Yeah.
You know? So that was a good feeling. That was a good moment in my life, you know, being able to do that.
Right, bro. What about Coach Miles? Like, did he like later say anything? Like, because he said like that was the worst thing he ever done.
That was the worst decision. Yeah, I hear that. Nah, Coach Miles, bro. Like, Coach Miles actually moved a coaching to my apartment.
Wow.
Yeah, like so I had a coach stand across from me.
So he knew everything. He knew everything going on.
Absolutely, he knew everything,
and that's wild.
He knew everything, bro. Like, yeah, I had somebody in the house living with me, bro. That shit was weird. I'm like, yo, I really got a babysitter.
Right.
That's crazy. It made me want to do bad though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it made me want to do bad. Like, okay, you think I'm bad? Let me show you bad.
Right. You got him on me. You watching?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
watch when he tell you this.
Yeah, shit. You know.
Man, that's wild, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to call him out, but we cool. We got a good relationship.
Yeah. So how you feel about the sports world being so much like lean on cannabis? Like,
I mean, I just think about all the dudes that sort of got a bad rap. You know, I think about like the Percy Harvins and you know what I mean? Like just guys like that, man, that people just
Michael Phelps.
You know, shit. What he got? 30 gold medals? Shit.
And he talking about some marijuana?
Shit, marijuana in my ass. That boy got 30 gold medals. He could smoke what he want.
Right. Like, you're lucky the man ain't doing something else. At least he just only saying he did that.
Yeah. Hey, I always have respect for that dude.
Yeah. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like dudes that's just like themselves. You know what I mean? Because for a while, you know, I had to fake it.
Fake it to make it sometimes.
Like I had to fake it for a long time. You know what I mean? Because I knew who I was, bro.
Mhm.
Like, and like I didn't want to like dampen my reputation even more. You know what I'm saying? So I try to do everything, you know, the right way.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I knew a lot of times it was like, man, I wasn't having like the best time, or
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
So it's safe to say you probably wouldn't be the person you are had you not got kicked out of LSU.
For sure, I believe that. I believe getting kicked out of LSU was the reason I had a 12-year career.
I believe so too.
I believe so.
Because had you gone first round, won the Heisman, gave you $40 million.
Oh man,
jeez, I'd probably be living in Aruba right now.
Well, I have
I probably wouldn't even be here for real.
I have a whole weed strain named after me. You know, definitely have a weed strain named.
But no, that actually probably, bro, that probably was one of the best things to probably happen, because overcoming all that,
it got me on track.
Yeah, and
then I had Noah.
Yeah,
you know, I had Noah that January.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, bro, like
been working since.
Yeah,
literally.
So I feel like I got it together, you know, at the right time. Like, and I just never look back, bro.
Right.
I never look back. Obviously, I want people to know I was a good football player, but
right,
you know, I didn't want the labels that was attached to me to sort of stay with me.
Right.
Like when I was in the NFL.
Right.
Like I try to put all that shit to bed.
Right.
You know. Which I feel like I did that. I did a good job in that. Yeah. Another thing helped me too. I went to Arizona.
Right.
You know,
definitely.
And I wasn't necessarily in the big city.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't imagine the honey badger in New York. Right, and then because once again I would be in the same situation where I feel like I'm being pulled in 1,000 different directions.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so I think it was actually, you know, God's plan to, you know, send me to Arizona where, you know, people, it's just a little slower here.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I couldn't imagine the honey badger in LA or Miami or New York. Like, I would have never got off the weed.
This shit is honest. I probably would have. If we would have been in LA, dog,
it would have been crazy.
Been a porn star for real.
It'd have been crazy.
I'd have went for it. For sure.
It would have been nuts. So I'll be thankful for that, you know. I'll be thankful, you know. So sometimes you can feel like you're not where you're supposed to be, you know. But I was sort of thankful for like my patience and just perspective on it. Because what I didn't want to do, which we see a lot, is, you know, guys have a really good college career and then they get to the league and they sort of fizzle out.
Yeah.
You know. I just didn't want that. I ain't want that to be my story, you know. So yeah, I mean, it took a lot of work too.
Guess we're gonna roll up after this.
Lot of hard work, bro.